So today we have a budget angle adapter locking kit to make sure we get more angle when we're going drifting. So basically the E46 has a lot of angle, but we always want more angle. So we have this very special, very fun looking box from AliExpress. You get some bolts and nuts, also these angle adapters. So this locking adapter sits between your control arm and your tie rod end to give you more angle. When you order a full angle kit, you get a brand new set of lower control arms, new tie rod ends, and usually another sort of adapter, so it all fits in nicely. But they usually cost about over $1,000. These ones that we got was $40, including shipping. So we're gonna put this on our E46 project car to see if it's really worth saving the money. So before we get started with the install, we're gonna measure the stock angle on the E46. So now we're gonna jack up the car, get the wheels off, so we can start on the angle kit. So how are you gonna test this? Drift. You can actually, that's quite a bit. It's supposed to be. So here is the angle adapter. So basically what it does, you put it in between these 2 points and then you move the tie rod boot into this hole here. So that pushes the wheel out and gives you more angle. So we're gonna take these nuts off now.
You could jack up the brake and then it would
we can try
leaves the pressure off that.
Genius.
Dad's got a pulling tool at home.
A what tool?
So it's like you can put it like a little, it's like a claw that goes on the top and then you wrench it and it just pushes the bolt down.
All right, so we're gonna go for a run in the 8.6. Go get a crossbar and some ball joint remover tool.
Oh,
to try and get this fucking ball joint off.
Ooh. It was a bit of a risky start just then.
Just a little bit.
No,
that's all right.
It was like, everything on this car electronically works. Except,
bye Joshy! So basically, we have this tool that helps us push the bolt out. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think that's come out.
Oh, there we go. That's sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Get yourselves one of those, it's pretty good.
So I am realizing now that we might not even need to pull the lower control arm out. I think we just need to make sure it's tight and secured in. So I'm just gonna check now. You have this little spacer for your tie rod. You can't run it with these adapters, but I'm just gonna see if I need to cut down here to make it fit on the boot. So basically, from hammering it a little bit too hard, I've bent the threads. So I'm gonna have to try and find a tap and die set to rethread it.
Have you got one of those?
Yeah, at home.
Oh.
So I've taken the tie rod spacer off, and that was not enough to fit the tie rod into that adapter. What I'm gonna have to do is take about 10 to 15 mil off the tie rod end. So I'm gonna start off with 10 mil. And if it's not enough, I'll go to 15 mil. On the actual other end, you take about 20 to 25 mils off. So I'm gonna take 25 mils off here, see if that gives us our clearance. Got my angle grinder. PP is important.
Yeah.
Personal protection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do this at home.
Make sure you're wearing earmuffs, glasses, gloves, enclosed shoes.
Don't do it the way that
don't look at what.
Don't do it that way.
Don't do it this way.
Personally, I don't need my eyes or my ears or my hands. Oh, it's in. Yeah. Angle adapter. On. That's in. So now we have one of the angle adapters on, and we're gonna put the wheel back on and see how much angle we get compared to stock. That's a lot more angle. Oh, I'm hitting the inside. So basically, I don't know if it's because of the toe adjustment, but we are starting to touch the inside of the chassis. But going this way, I think we're fine. Oh no, hitting on both sides. Yeah, no, that's a big difference. So this is the stock angle here, and if we go to the other side, that's the angle we have now. All right, so basically we've cut 10 mil on the tie rod, and on the boot end we've cut 25 mil off. And so right now we're just adjusting the toe by pulling this nut, or not nut, but like this 14 mil bit, and you pull it and it brings the toe in. So we're just gonna do an alignment now. That's max there. So if not, I'm gonna have to take that nut off.
So we've had this installed for a couple of weeks and we took it for a bit of a skid at the skid pan. Here's some clips of us driving it there.
Having a skid day out, the car feels great. I can get more angle during my slide.
Now, as a drift mod, it performed.
We got significantly more angle out of our drift.
Yeah, and the turning circle has reduced quite a bit. We took a side-by-side shot of before and after with the turning circle in a car park, so you can kind of see what the increase does. Now, that's about as far as the good goes. It does what it's advertised.
Yep.
Technically.
Adds more angle.
That's it.
That's it.
Now, what it also does is ruin your handling, make the car unsafe, and just terrible to drive.
It feels really dangerous to drive.
There's cutting into the tie rods you have to do. You should get an alignment after you've done this. As with any kind of suspension mod, you really should do an alignment, unless you know how to do it yourself, but we don't. We're not that talented.
We're not that guy.
Getting an alignment did make the mod a bit better, but the car still felt pretty bad to drive.
So the way that you bolt the adapter in, if you don't do it tightly enough, or if you do it too tight, it can either feel like the car's not moving at all if it's too tight, and the steering's just way too heavy, or on the flip side, if it's too loose, you can actually see the adapter sliding in and out as you're turning, and you can also hear clicking.
We had a problem where it keeps getting loose. As you can see in the video, it's just clicking when you turn. Maybe that's install error, but to be honest, I really doubt it's gonna last in a long term, like any more than a month, even if you installed it perfectly. Now, this is a $15 mod, so of course, you know, it's kind of expected.
Budget.
This is unsafe. It could really break, it could come loose. Who knows what could go on? Maybe your wheel comes flying off, I don't really know. Probably won't come flying off.
You need to steer your car, and if you can't steer your car,
especially
just from having this, oh, sorry, sir, I had a $15 adapter on my car.
Yeah, especially if you drift, it's not worth it, I think. Overall, we decide it's not worth it.
This adapter is coming straight off.
Yes, for drifting, this did increase angle and was fantastic. Like, it's a lot of fun to get that extra amount sideways. It's just a shame that it's basically not worth it. The rest of the downsides, for that reason, it's a bin for this one.
If you are looking into getting more angle and you have a car that already has a decent amount of angle, you definitely want to get something that gives you new lower control arms, new tie rod ends, and then they usually add an adapter on top of that to give you more angle.
And all that stuff will make your car handle better and also get more angle. So while those are a bit more pricey, you're looking up to probably, what, $1,000? That is pretty expensive. Don't go for something that's $15 off AliExpress. That's what we've learned. And I mean that we had this experience, so you don't have to. This is coming out right as soon as this video is finished, and we're getting the new kit installed, so maybe watch out for that video coming out quite soon. For more E46 videos, check out our playlist here. If you aren't already, subscribe down below so you don't miss our next video on installing that lock angle kit. But until then, thanks for watching.